Hey guys, like from the Disciples here with Tap Tuesdays pre-Euros. It's Thursday night. We're all gonna be up in a few hours and
Catch up flight.
catch our flight.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I think we've got a better chance than you do. Sam, how it goes.
Sam's gone, man.
But Sam's gonna be there first for an important reason.
True.
Somehow our own Samuel Pearson made the World's Points playoff thing.
They let anyone in nowadays.
I
It's
know,
crazy.
I know.
So Sam was in the top 16, and then they just cut it. And they just cut.
Yeah,
They just stopped.
You know those like stop the count memes?
Yeah.
And then literally what happened. That was like 15, but they're like, nah,
Yeah,
this sounds
stop.
too funny.
We got a UK guy in. We got a UK guy in.
There's a lot of UK guys in the first one though.
Because they stopped. They stopped it just before the German Open.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
they was
true.
gonna travel to German Open the first
Yeah.
time.
He did. I forgot about that.
Also, that season we had a lot more UK regionals.
Yeah, we had quite.
Yeah.
There's also 40.
Yeah, it's crazy how long it is. Half the people in the first ones don't even play.
I know.
But it's the 32-man playoff, which is a bit different to the 16-man ones.
Yeah.
It's Swiss.
Swiss,
Swiss.
double them. So 4 rounds of Swiss, cut
Five.
4.
5 rounds of Swiss, and then it's cut to top 4.
Yeah.
So you essentially have to go 4-1, and then you can't lose a game. You can only lose one game in top 4 because it's only 3
Yeah.
qualification spots.
Yeah, that's just like Euros is.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Euros, like if you go top 4.
I think, you know what, going into this 32-man, I think there's actually less pressure in the playoffs.
Mhm.
I think if it was 16, you think, oh my gosh, I really, really do have a chance, 3 out of 16. But maybe 32, you maybe think luck might be against you.
You gotta win. You gotta go 4-1, and then you have to win.
Yeah.
So you're basically gonna go 5-1.
I think it's harder to qualify through this playoffs. Like, I'll be feeling more confident if I was on top 32 of the main event than if I was on playing this top 32 playoff.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I think so.
because the level is a lot higher as well.
I think maybe it's a bit different because this is Swiss. So even if you do lose, you still got another chance. Whereas if you're playing top 32 in the knockouts, you could get unlucky one match.
I know. It's probably like more in your chance to do top 32 against random people. I mean, the average player in Top Cut than the top 32 for this playoffs. It is very stacked.
Somewhat. I do
Yeah.
think maybe there are some players who played quite a lot last season,
Mhm.
and the first leaderboard, and maybe they weren't as playing as much.
Yeah. Dropped off a bit.
Dropped off a bit, so
Yeah.
there might be a couple buys there. Sorry, guys.
You know, we'll talk about Sam, right?
Oh
Oh.
No. We
No.
prepped. No.
We prep Sam.
We prep
Sam's ready.
You prep Sam.
I prep Sam.
That's
We make sure you're gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah.
True, he is in bed right now. when he's
Sam
still
did
up
take
early.
over my bed, so he has somewhere to sleep.
We
Don't make the
talk
joke.
about- we
Don't
won't
make the
talk
joke.
about
Don't make the
it.
joke. Anyways, so I think those playoffs pretty interesting because they're a very different type of prep.
Mm.
Like you're prepping for a very specific group, so the metagame expectation is different as you're going to be in a broad room. You don't have to probably prep for outliers. You kind of just prep for the big 3-4 decks. You kind of know what kind of groups of players tend to play, so you can do like
fucks. I don't know, fucks.
you can only play one deck.
They're like, you can only play one deck. He's obviously playing plants. How to pick the plants. Hit with everything. Fuck.
They figure out the British problem. If you
They
need one
yeah,
card.
true. There's like 4 or 5 British in that.
Is it it's Sam?
It's
Sam,
Sam, only three.
Brian?
Is it, oh, I thought it was
No,
more.
3, right?
There's only 3 from the last leaderboard.
There's
This
no-
leaderboard, they had no chance.
It's
For
all
the amount of German events
It's all German.
and Italian
Crazy.
events, like we didn't know.
Who would have thought?
Jordan
yeah.
was like the closest from this season, and he was
Yeah.
like 20 something,
Yeah.
right? 21st.
Like, there was
Imagine.
just, I think there was just so many 200-man regionals in Germany that
Nah, they're
It's
just
not even just that. It's just getting rid of. There's no UK region.
yeah.
Yeah, UK regionals
Right.
were non-existent.
There's a big gap from like an 100-man regional to a 200-man regional.
Yeah.
Like the amount of invites.
I'm sure there's people in the playoffs that probably only got one YCS of the season
Mhm.
and just did the
What
I
have you
think there was
seen?
one that didn't.
no way.
No, I can see
Really?
it.
I've
Right.
seen people with one YCS top.
Mm.
It's just that like it earn more points from like topping the German Open
Yeah.
than you do from topping a YCS,
Yeah.
like and losing top 32. Crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I don't like how the point system is. I think like they should cap the amount of events that counts to disincentivize this like mindless regional grinding.
I think it should be 5.
Specifically 5.
Specifically
No
5.
more, no
No
less.
more, no less.
5.
Nice round number.
But yeah, no, Sam's playing it. We're going to be there as cheer squad.
Yep.
I
You
just
guys will.
I mean, you guys were right.
We will. By the time, but we'll
Well, actually, we'll
well,
be 3v3.
Oh,
So,
James needs that winner, man. So he's just not going to cheer on the rest of the.
well,
look, me and Gabe are spending a few days in Amsterdam. I've got to afford that.
well,
Amsterdam is expensive. man.
we
is.
we probably won't. We land at 11, so we probably won't be there till like
You guys are in Eindhoven as well.
yeah. So
But
like
back to the playoffs, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the meta might have an impact on maybe the main event.
It's
No, no,
so
no, no.
quick, though.
To be fair, actually, I don't think it will. But I'll find it really like fun if there was like a really cool tech card shown on stream, and maybe some people just go into frenzy.
So the problem is that they're not actually streaming it.
They're not streaming it.
No, so they're recording it and they're going to stream the highlights on Sunday.
What,
What?
in between rounds?
Yeah.
Is that to hide players' necklace?
No, it's because Konami said so.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm allowed
To be
to.
fair, Konami have messed around with the World Playoffs quite a bit, haven't they? They've changed the FAQ.
But I
So-
think I don't hate it, but it's a bit sad. So I would have loved to sit in that crowd on Friday and just like cheer
World
them
playoff
like
games are the most hype games
They
ever.
are.
Like, do you remember the agar pain of those zones?
Were you at that? No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. This was before my.
We were in the crowd.
Were
I
you?
remember watching that. I was like,
I remember
I
watching
remember
the
watching
stream
it.
for like Jesse's that were in office.
Yeah, it was that
Oh,
one,
the
that one
full
was
house. The guy
Yeah,
just said
yeah,
finally
yeah.
just flipped the full house. Like, I don't know.
They do feel like everything's on the line.
Yeah. It felt like every game was a final.
no, I
And all
remember.
the games mean something, right?
Yeah.
They actually like.
The Menard, the what? The scratch.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
a
That
bit
was mad.
suspicious.
That was versus Jesse,
He,
right?
he was pulling a madness.
That was when he pulled out double or nothing, and he
That's
just-
when he pulled out the graveyard.
yeah.
Ben Green.
And then he pulled it out again, and then again.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh history moment.
Yeah.
I remember when we were at the Euros that year, watching it live. Like, I remember that was hype. You just watching especially watching Jonas as well.
Oh,
He
that
was
was dying.
he wasn't Jeff Smith, bro, and he was winning, and then Quincy just goes like that, and you just see him looking at him like, what? Moves it, bro.
Where are the
It was too
arrows?
funny. It was too funny. Like, and just being in the crowd and hearing the Germans cheer at that moment, it was
Nah, honestly. I don't understand why they're not streaming. I think it would be very good entertainment for Friday.
yeah.
I mean, we're still going to be watching around whenever we can, but it's a shame. It feels like they're doing less coverage lately. I don't know. Like, it was for nationals, I felt like they kind of diminished the amount as well. Like, UK nationals this year had even less.
I feel like it's lost.
What do you mean?
No, it just felt like everything was like hidden away behind the curtains.
So the feature
They're
match
like-
day.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
They had, like,
match
no coverage
area.
area.
It was
It
so
was
bad.
a TV near the entrance with no chairs around it,
Yeah.
and it was blocked off by like what do you call it?
Like
Some
when the
ropes.
Yeah.
final, I think we were leaving by before the final. I didn't care.
We're having a discussion.
Oh yeah.
But
But yeah, nah, playoffs is hype though. So
hyped for it.
we're
Good luck to Sam. Good luck to all of our friends playing.
I can imagine everyone will know what everyone's playing like within the first 2 rounds. I can imagine
Yeah.
there'll be like a lot of Chinese whispers in the room.
oh, 100%.
Well, people will be like, you'll have teammates watching all the other games,
Yeah.
noting things down.
People will have a list.
And
Yeah.
What the Master Duel thing is that 100% confirmed? Those who qualify for Master Duel are not in.
No, they're
No,
playing
they are playing.
They are
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, they changed that as well because beforehand
Yeah.
the FAQ said they could only
Because-
they would give up their
Because I
spot,
saw
and now they don't.
someone the drop downs. I saw someone mention, oh, it's getting dropped down to them.
Yeah, but it's dropped down because the person qualified twice. So I think
Oh, okay, like
I think
CC
Sam
and-
Yeah.
they qualified twice, so that's why Ben's playing. I think Ben's like 18.
Oh, okay, makes sense. So the Master Duel players actually. So is it the same for NA2 where like
And
Ryan
as well,
and
yeah.
Jesse Cotton-
Ryan's playing, Just
I
playing,
think
Josh
it's,
playing.
I mean, it's different because you get prizes and stuff for
They
But-
do, right?
But maybe like, do they have to refuse the invite?
I think
other shoots. So
Can they just choose like?
no, I think they cannot choose Master Duel.
Oh really?
I doubt it because they're taking 2 other people with them as well, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, like the people that qualified, but
Maybe someone.
Jesse didn't qualify for Master Duel, right? He's just been
No, but
taken
he's
along
going
by
to.
some-
But he's
by
going.
Yeah.
someone else. So like,
I
if
don't-
Jesse makes TCG Worlds, that other person could technically pick someone else.
I don't actually know how
Right.
it works.
This system. I think.
It's not clear
just
enough.
qualified for the. I would have just made everything.
Just fix it.
I fixed
Mhm.
everything. Instantly.
Then you go X2 because everyone knows your list anyway. Because you're playing plants.
No, but they can know what my list is. Still will play. I'll talk it.
It's a plant magic, man. Don't doubt the plant magic.
Is plant still good
It-
for Euros?
Is France still good
I
for
mean,
Euros?
it is
Yes.
Amsterdam. It
Yes.
is natural, but
Remember Cameron? Yes.
Plant
Oh,
best
okay.
deck.
Yeah, got a point directly.
Back to back wins for
back
Plant.
to back wins. No, but you didn't win Euros though.
Yeah, you won European champion.
European Championship.
Not
Trade.
WCQ.
Not
No,
WCQ.
But onto the main event. I think I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's as well run as nationals, UK nationals. I don't know if other nationals were as well run as UK or they were using the neuron system, but for us it was like super rapid.
yeah, I mean, even London, I think went decently well.
It wasn't
Oh,
using neuron. No.
No.
London was
London was
pretty-
awful.
Oh, okay, you were there.
Oh yeah, and I was.
You were almost around 4.
I remember when I said that. I said, you weren't there, round 6.
I was still in the venue.
You would not.
Playing Edison, man. With the whole Edison side of him.
Bad. But I think
Imagine playing the same thing
If
twice.
they use neuron for the pairings, I think it'll be like really good because the last year it finished so late. Like I was dying.
Wasn't
Well, they've only
wasn't-
used Neuron for 2 events that I know of so far. UK Nationals, probably another Nationals, maybe German, and the other was Dortmund. And
Oh, yeah.
Dortmund ran awfully, but they improved it massively.
Oh,
for
Lyon.
nationals.
Was Lyon not
No.
Neuron?
No,
It was the Cozy.
Oh,
no, 'cause remember
okay.
Marcus lost his phone and then.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Or just kept running around like, hey, can you check this for me? Pretty please.
Had to hope
No,
all
I'm-
of his opponents entered the right results, and that was that.
I think he'll be fine. Like last Utrecht was what run pretty well. Like he'll be
I
fine.
mean, I don't expect it's a big event, and I
Do you
think
know how many
people.
players it is?
It's over Chicago, and I think people. They try harder.
Yeah. You're playing real.
No, in the sense, I think there will be more judge calls, and there will be more dispute.
Probably.
Not from us in Britain.
We're nice Brits.
We're nice. Us.
But yeah, definitely people definitely test a lot harder for
Yeah.
US. I feel. I don't know if the prizes are definitely a lot better. Insane, like so much better. Top 82 get a prize card.
Nah, and the high, I mean, going to Rhodes is the end game, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I think it makes sense. I know for me, it's the biggest tournament of the year. Like,
Mm,
round
yeah.
one of the
Some
year.
might say the hardest one. Yeah.
They did have security hard.
EWCQ is the hardest.
When there's a world's
when there's
a world stage, I think everyone just goes for it, you know.
Yeah, they bring that A game.
But
yeah.
I mean, last year was top 1 to 8. You expect top 1 to 8 this year?
I haven't
Yeah,
read the
so-
policy.
I
It
actually,
is the same policy.
it's the same policy that our nationals should have been.
No, it wasn't the same
No,
policy for nationals.
they changed.
Oh, really?
They changed the policy for nationals this year to use the YCS policy. Euros is still the policy was before.
Oh, okay.
So
1, 2, 8.
I mean, same as last year.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was the gauntlet, man. 7
Yeah,
rounds.
well,
Is the gauntlet.
Seven rounds the top is hard.
It's the
But-
gauntlet.
But if it
Some
wasn't
might say it's the hardest top cut.
one more round this year, someone could go 19-0.
No,
Yeah.
they just won't draw. They'll just be good and win every single round.
But if it wasn't top 1 to 8, Bangkok wouldn't have made top 16.
There were a lot. I'm gonna be real. Last year there were like 8 people who won 8 matches, lost 3 and drew 1, and that like you
Wait,
could even
you could talk about each 3-1?
Yeah.
Every topped on 8-3-1.
Have you
Shut
seen
up.
it
Because,
that?
like-
And then he made top 16.
Yeah.
because like it's so
I think
crazy
Cookie's
because like
similar.
there's some tournaments where even if you win 9 rounds in like 11 you're not topping that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what was yeah.
I mean, the old YCS, like
Yeah,
11,
like YCS London,
yeah,
right?
11 round, like 1,900, 2,000 people.
9-2.
If you're trying
Yeah.
winning 8 rounds in
The level's higher, but still, I don't like it. Like, I think it just increases top cuts variance too much, right? Like, the next round of top cuts is a whole other level of variance.
Yeah.
But last year, it was worse. Imagine you have to play 2 rounds of top cut if you win 5k.
Oh no,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
crazy.
because
of the crazy
Yeah,
money
it
that's
was
here.
super like high variance.
Also, imagine if you do come like, I don't know, like 10th after switching, you lose in top 1 to 8.
It's yeah.
Like how
Nah,
how
so-
annoying that would
So
be.
South America last year, I was third after Swiss. I was like, and the money match was the one from 64 to 32. Like, God, don't lose this game, don't lose the game. Under no circumstances you can lose this
You
match.
lose it.
It was sharp, but I won top 64.
Oh, okay.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. The bag was secured.
Okay.
If you lost the Sharks in top 64.
Then
Or not.
I beat live to it on top.
There was South American WCQ
Oh yeah, it was last week.
last week, and I think Castro won it again.
Cash won.
Yeah.
Top 4 was 3 cash and 1 plunder.
Kashtira best deck.
I'm pretty sure. By the way, all three cash lists are the same on top 4.
Oh, they're the same, within a team.
They're the same team, and from what I've heard, they're basically the same list between them.
I think what I remember,
What
they were
they
main.
too different?
They were main in the Buru,
They're
and they
main-
weren't maining Shifter.
They were Siding Shifter, main in the main in True Cosmic.
I think the Buru is a good card.
I can see you cutting Shifter in a way that if you looked at, I don't think it's that great into the runic matchups of the Mannequin Cat problem, and that it's that in the mirror. It's not the craziest thing ever.
You're expecting a lot of cash in Top Cut, and your goal is to make a deep Top Cut run as well. Then that shift is going to be dead.
I've seen some runic players just ignore it too. I don't know about maybe.
I mean, I think third hires sometimes just has to ignore it. Like they only can really respect it if they draw blue.
You get this like insane card, and Kashtira I think are very like before Kashtira could maybe hold their breath and do a rise and to play around Shifter, but now they kind of just go.
And in the mirror, you can't afford to play around Shifter because you can't rise fast. You're forced to committing to the wider board. You just kind of lose hearts in it. Yeah, it was interesting. And I think we probably catch a lot of people off guard because when you play cash, you don't usually respect the game 1 shift to game 1 net, right?
Yeah.
Casual.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. Flunder has been gaining some popularity as well. Interesting what it's gonna do this weekend. It's pretty popular in DB.
Yeah,
a lot of DB Flunder high rated.
Depends if it's the Italian Flunder group, the ones that have been playing Flunder like
The,
Wooler.
the purple one.
Yeah.
That guy's.
What he won the Italian nationals with Flunder.
Yeah, that guy's.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, they're top cut. I'm just.
I think he first off the Swiss,
They're
like
always
the
playing
YCS
Flunder.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Every single time.
But that guy's a jump. It's like there, you're like,
I played him at U-Drive.
really?
Yeah.
You went?
No, I got flundered. He did shifter for 3 times. I was like, yeah, sure.
You got flundered. You got flundered.
Under gamers.
Actual Flunder gamers.
Might have a Flunder game out. Within us too.
Ooh.
Flunder for
The
playoffs.
DT Apex Avian calls.
Will we change decks 2 hours before submission? Maybe.
Maybe.
After the 3v3. Let's see how the 3v3
It's crazy that the person with the most time out of everyone doesn't know they're playing.
Legend has it, he's going to buy his 50.
he's gonna go X3-1 again and then make top 16 again.
Flunder as a deck is a lot better when you can go X3-1. Because you accommodate for your eventual 2 bricks on Swiss.
True.
But what about your 2 bricks and top?
Wow.
But I do think Flunder has a really good cash structure.
Yeah.
So, if we are expecting a lot of cash for Euros, I don't know what we're expecting for Euros.
It's very hard, right? Because we, like, if you look at French nationals and German nationals, they have 2 very different tournaments.
Yep.
But Cashtira was still the most represented.
Yeah,
across
yeah,
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
It's everything else though, right?
Yeah.
I
Like
think-
everyone knows how to play against Kashtira. It's everything else.
I
that's
think
being
going into the event without respecting Cashtira might be a bit.
No, you have to.
Yeah.
I think that's like standard.
Are you respecting Cashtira?
You still,
I am
oh, you still
respecting-
testing tournaments?
I'm gonna play for the tribute tomorrow. No.
Are you serious?
I mean, I already want to, but I won't. That's the actual Hey, when you don't get shifted, it's the best deck in the room.
Hey.
At least you're not playing. At least you're gonna play the real Aikido if you were playing tournaments.
Oh my
god. That was funny.
That was.
Was that the remote duel?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's submitted the list with like Guido
That was
Vidor.
it, yeah.
He was really just playing with a -1. Imagine every time you build this vanilla, you're like, oh my gosh.
You're all the vanilla.
And he lost to the Cyverse guy, right?
Yeah, the UK guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who he was, but 60
oh
cards
yeah,
Cyverse.
and Exo's sister won that.
Oh, maybe we'll see loads of Exos.
Please don't. The matchup was unwinnable.
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 I've won that one. I beat the guy that won the YCS one.
Brandon Kine?
Yeah, I beat him at
No, it's not him. Oh,
Yeah.
the one that won.
No, I beat him with
Mm.
the best deck. Obviously, it can't be a bad matchup.
Was he playing
Fox.
Exos?
Oh, that's not bad for one.
No. Just a bit, it was insane.
But I want to say I think Plants is winning Euros. Not because Betty's playing it. But I think the deck's really good. Genuinely, I think the deck's like.
It would be a madness if Flans wins 2 Euros in a row.
Look, it's been a year and people still haven't read these cards.
Somehow.
No, you know
People
what?
still
But
don't-
people have just gotten used to reading these cards. They've read what these cards do. They've read what these cards do, but they have no clue how the deck plays.
If you look at
That's the
how
problem. Like,
Marcus. Cosmic Cyclone the Sowing.
oh my god, there was one guy in Cosmic Cyclone that's so.
No, you can't call him out. He's gonna see this, and he's gonna know you. He's gonna find you.
Don't Cosmic Cyclone Sowing, kids.
All I know, I rarely see Marcus salty. I had to take him home, bro. I couldn't leave him in the venue.
You can't
It
go.
wasn't safe.
You can't go to Saturday night locals, man.
We
Always
can't.
an L. Always an L.
Bro, the 7 p.m. Saturday night locals in London.
I stayed home and made mojitos instead. I had a
I got roasted, by the way.
What?
Just, what's it called? I was joking around with Pasha, and I said it's free. And the TO was like, oh, because I lost. And the TO was like, haha. And he's taking a piss at me. I was like, I don't know who you are, though.
I mean, you kind of chatted shit and you kind of got back.
I lost in time. It is what it is.
He did lose the time. That Scarlight, the young.
Bro, the Scarlight hit the field 3 times, bro.
Oh, he did hit the field 3
It hit
times.
the field 3 times.
Scarlet is just healer.
Bro, I did not realize. Bro, it hit the field. Hit the field again. Hit the field again.
He just keeps.
Bro, I just couldn't win. I'm not feeling confident.
You're
Not
not.
feeling confident.
I really like the deck. Like the deck of this. Sorry, the deck you playing.
I've not played Yu-Gi-Oh! All week. I haven't touched my cards. I feel and
But Jonas didn't feel 100% well, and he went to Worlds.
Just go to sleep and face pattern.
Remember,
Stream it. Just stream it.
True.
you got
like-
two.
It's not cheating.
Don't take it.
Nah, they had this argument in the judge chat the other day about like Scarm,
Yeah.
and apparently like if you had the tattoo saying like end phase Scarm, you'd have to cover it to play because it would be no taking.
That's it.
Makes sense.
But if I just had a picture of Scarm,
That's no way.
No, because like what you gonna do?
Time to get a Rika petal on my forearm.
I think my event will go fine. Will I top? We'll see. If I top, I've then got to win 2 matches of Top Cut just to get a vanilla prize card. I'm pissed.
I think the thing with Plant though is that like even though people like you were saying have read the cards, the deck seems to just evolve from event to event to play completely differently how it did beforehand. I mean, eventually it'll reach a peak where it doesn't evolve anymore, right? But people don't know.
No.
Like eventually, like London, you guys had a new end board, right?
Now the thing is, right, you haven't put it out, right? You know how Dragons kept on comboing and comboing and comboing. They couldn't combo higher. You know what they did then?
What?
Seal pass.
Hell pass.
Plant will do the same. We'll figure it out.
Pione.
Pione is lab.
Feel free.
I
Slap.
mean, Pione is Chaos Ruler. If
True.
you really think about it, you don't
Someone said better because it summons 2, guaranteed.
guarantee.
Guaranteed.
No cap.
Look at it, go for some.
And one of them has an effect. There's Lone Fire or
Exactly.
Golden or Lily. Like
Exactly. Video.
Yeah, heroes.
Do you expect much lab? They won German Max.
See, I don't know.
Yes.
I haven't seen too much live online. That's the one thing.
I think if you see a deck win in a tournament, some people will be like, I'm going to test that deck.
Mhm.
And do I think they're going to win with Lab in testing? Maybe. I don't know. Because I think it is somewhat skillful. Like, Dinka was an insane player. So maybe it was his technical play that was carrying him.
I think Lab also weeds out bad players. If you're bad, Lab really punishes you.
Yeah.
So like it's not a game deck. It's not a trap deck that you play and you're bad and you win game. So I can see people not playing it. It's also like hard to find a correct Lab list because you gotta play trap. Trap Lab is not an easy deck to build because you kind of forgo playing hand trap. You gotta play these breakers. But you're playing a trap deck and you don't have the furniture to like accelerate your play. So you gotta play high impact breakers that overlap across the field. And you gotta deal with all the hate side that people side for you on the storms and the dusters. So I don't know. I even for German nationals, I didn't think. I think Lab did well because good players played Lab.
Yeah.
Dinka played Lab, Jonas played Lab, so that's kind of why I represented well. But if you look at France, like 64 with no Lab is crazy.
Yeah.
It really depends if people play it. I think that's the main point.
You guys expect much from our team, the Disciple? I'm hopeful.
I expect Sam to roll. That's the first thing. We're gonna start Friday celebrating Sam going to Rose.
I'm expecting another Rika win from someone in our team too.
Shout out Lila.
What do you mean another win? They're trying to win the
EU
WCQ.
I forgot first Disciples to win
First
it.
Disciple.
Yeah,
To win the
EU
WCQ.
No, I think we've all tested a lot. We've all prepared well.
I think we prepped very differently this time than
Yeah.
we did before. Last couple times we've been a bit more centralized. This time was a bit kind of, ooh, everyone go do their own thing.
Yeah, well, for nationals, I think it was very clear what decks we wanted to play going into the event, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had like 2 big groups for nationals, right? We had the cash people and the live people.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then there was like decks.
Just you and me playing that.
We had people playing the best deck, and then we had people
Oh,
playing
yeah.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Labyrinth was good, man. That was like,
We actually did a lot.
You had 100% conversion, right? So, yeah, but this time there's a varied field, right?
yeah,
There's
I think
so many decks.
because the format was so broad, and there's no right and wrong answers. Because it really depends on what the representation actually ends up being. So
I think this format is skillful because
Hmm?
you have to know a lot of different matchups. It's not
Yeah.
like you play against a random matchup and maybe it's a bit die rolly, like some formats where it was like you go first and it just didn't matter what deck you're against. I think you kind of have to know all the matchups.
nah, and again, I think a lot of games they're played games. Like decks don't FTK each other that often. The runic games go long by default. Cash is even less FTK-ish without the lock 5 and the Arbalos. You have like Melfi's Prize without a deck that's oppressive. Vanquish Soul is a fair deck. So you have a lot of games that like get to the technical play. When watching German actions, a lot of times I'm like, okay, if this person was worse, he could have got punished here. Even finals, I think finals, for example, game 1 is a perfect example of a game that Pau won that a lot of people wouldn't because you had to play very well the interaction. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's a nice format to play. I don't know, like my experience in testing, I haven't had those too many games that I go like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When I play matches, I think I learn a bit more in my technical play and my deck building. So it definitely feels like there's something. Wins can be stolen.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Be good. How different is... I've never played Euros before. How different is Euros... Well, how different is Euros to a YCS?
I think everyone there have had to qualify. So there is the lower bound has increased. Like you won't play against someone that is ICS. The lower bound has increased this, and there's quite a lot of people coming. Maybe those who struggle to travel to some of the YCSs where it might be a bit more expensive, or maybe it's not close to their neighboring country. They probably will make the effort to travel to Euros if they got an invite. Especially some of the smaller European countries, they tend to be a lot higher in numbers that maybe you won't expect them to come like YCS London because it's expensive. Euros tends to be the best from
Like if someone could go to one event of the year, they go to
it makes
Euros.
Yeah, if they qualify for it, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm really excited because I never played Euros before actually. I played the South American WCQ twice. The South America is very different. South America is like a 250-man event. It's top 64 in 9 rounds.
Euros 2K,
So
128 players in top card.
Yeah.
12 rounds.
No, right, that's crazy. The EU WCQ is very different. I agree. No, wait, so it's a very different dynamic. In South America, it's probably the easiest tournament of the year, the South American WCQ. Just because of the scale, like the structure is very easy to top, but it's very hard to win because it's top 64. So you just end up like, you kind of play a Swiss that doesn't matter, and then you get thrown to the top cut gauntlet.
And then you lose to Sharks.
And then go to Sharks.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's a problem with longer top cuts. There's so much variance that can go wrong. Like,
We're not talking about Sharks as a player, we're talking about the
Sharks.
I'll let people know.
Hey, bro, if they go Craig and goes and match twice, what am I meant to do?
Yeah, South American event.
It could be either.
Yeah.
This guy is lovely as well. That's the worst thing. He even think it was a shark playing sharks. Just nice.
Lost to Sharks.
Bro, he just couldn't go the match.
Did you make him go first? Or did you go to game?
But no, why would you game 3? I just called him game 2.
Okay. For some reason, in my head, you were like, you made it go first.
No,
You did. It's good you didn't assume that you got 2-0'd by Sharks then.
to be fair, I remember, oh my god. It is off topic.
Because you lost game 1, right?
I was game 1. So
Yeah,
game 1, he makes Craig and goes a match. I have no hand traps. Game 2, I go first, and my 3 first cards are unplayable. And then it's like right, and an ash.
Okay.
And it was like that. So I go Hulk, and I'm like, please, for the love of God, Hulk resolved. Okay. And then game 3, I draw 3 ash. I get called by an ash.
Oh,
It goes in?
Okay, Karen goes in.
DJ.
Anyways, but yeah, so I'm very excited to play Euros. I was sad that I missed it last year because I think it would be a good vibe. And
What would have made it a good vibe, do you think?
and give him the satisfaction.
I wish you were there. It was insane.
Also, be.
Even though I got last, I still good weekend.
The other guy thinks that.
My head cannot handle what happened.
I'm so happy you were in that bracket and not me. But
When you look back, oh my god, everything just worked that day.
Yeah.
Actually crazy.
yeah,
Well, that was like nearly won top 4, right? And then
Yeah,
it would have
no,
been
I
the
don't know how. I don't know how he lost top 4.
just God.
Just
Because I had no chance of beating all guys. I didn't have any chance. We had no
Yeah,
chance.
no.
That was not in the game.
It's so different. The whole the last year of you have been if he won that game,
Yeah.
the whole plant thing wouldn't exist.
I think my life would be different. Personally,
Would you have enough money to pay rent?
I would not have that set of stuff.
We wouldn't have an Airbnb.
Oh no. For the Airbnb.
The bed and breakfast.
Mine probably would have got hit sooner.
Oh, true.
But as the disciples, we've come in numbers. One of us has to hire roll, surely.
What to
Well,
find
For
it?
this event.
There's high rolling and there's whatever happened last year, right? There's divine rolling.
No.
He's got.
Last year made sense.
Last year, mate. Everyone, I
No,
think,
but-
everyone that played once, we looked at each other, and we went to the feature match area, and we signed the slip saying we're not going on feature.
Now imagine I woke up to the event, say hi to people, go see Jess. Make any changes? No. Marcus, make any changes? No. I just blind faith. I just have my listed, and I leave the venue.
And then we signed up to the feature match. No feature matches.
Yeah.
On
That's an
day one.
important thing.
And then you got like 2 on day 2 switch.
Yeah, at day 2, we said, okay, let's. It's like you have no time to read.
Yeah, I think the problem
Yeah.
would be people like reading them between day 1 and day 2, right?
Yeah. They go home then.
Honestly, it was crazy. I remember like reading the group chats, the group chats that weekend, and then everyone just like,
Wait, what?
like reading like the group chat, the Discords.
Oh, like outside of our group?
Yeah, outside of our one.
Okay.
And then you kind of just saw. Because a lot of people knew Rick existed. I don't think it was like that out of left field.
Of
A
course.
lot of people tested it, especially good players.
Fair enough.
But I don't think anyone took it serious for that weekend.
No.
So when it was like, I remember just like a bunch of messages everywhere. It was crazy.
I didn't start my deck building with Rika cards. The first 3 cards I put in my list were Mystic Mine. And then it was Rivalry of the Warlords. And then we started making it.
And then it was Hanzo.
I just copied NAWCQ,
Yeah.
The Swordful guy was actually Hanzo was the
Rivalry,
The
Mystic Mine,
Trans-
Turbo.
he just put in an actual good deck.
Because like, who's gonna play Cosmic Cyclone in like Shredder in this format and
Well,
Strike
it
format?
was like, what was it? What's the card where they milled it and then they
Galaxy,
Galaxy
yeah.
Cyclone? They
Galaxy
were playing that,
Cyclone.
weren't
But
they?
like, we only had one, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Henry like milled it against me, but it doesn't have Mystic Mine and Rivalry.
Yeah.
The correct out was Vivid Tail. Everyone realized like a week later.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Vivid Tail was like broken, but people realized like after everyone got Mystic Mind.
After everyone got.
But they didn't realize it. I think maybe 1 week too late because the next Mystic Mine took it home.
I was playing.
Oh.
I was playing Vivid Tail. For real.
Go play Rika.
I was playing Tier. But I had red bigger cards, so it was fine.
I remember I played Marcus at locals the week before that Euros. I saw him playing Rika. I went home. I bought 3 glamour instantly. And I sold them after
Actually made
Euros.
money. Nah, so Fark was testing Rika like for time before Euros. He kept losing money. He just kept losing money. And I was like, wait, but what if I just go Shiro the fact? Like, how are you stopping this? There was no rivalry.
There's no
That's
reason.
no
And
right.
that's the problem.
Now he came top 4 at Germany.
Yeah, see? How he grew.
Went full circle.
He did
He
grow.
trusted.
He trusted the plant gang.
But I'm actually expecting some Rika at Euros. I'm
I
gonna
think
be
so.
real.
I think it's very well positioned.
I'm kind of scared of it.
I'm not.
And I think it's very bad because there's Rika. As mentioned the joke, I think Rika is one of those decks that's very bad for the game. It's like hardcore combo deck that it's kind of hard to prep for.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because some of their hands do feel godly. Like,
Yeah.
but sometimes the matchups do take your skill out of the game.
I know Josh was joking about Seed being the new circular, but I do like the
Watch what you say.
no, but Rika's a kind of deck that's very scary because you have if you don't respect it and if you're not playing it's a deck that you can't break realistically. Oh, sorry. So
Sure.
you get into a position that you just kind of force like draw 2 hand traps or lose.
But I think I will bet on a misplay because the deck is so easy to misplay. Like, you can literally just forget to say healer effect to gain life points. Then all of a sudden you're not
And
searching.
plays petal.
It's very punishing.
It is.
When you can miss one thing, that's
The
it.
combos are so convoluted. Where if you miss like a step in the combo you're trying to do, all of a sudden you're not searching a card.
And I
That
think,
could have won you the game.
especially playing into boards, like I think people can get you. Okay, how do I turn seed?
Yeah.
But playing into boards when there's more variety, there's more
Because
decisions to make. Oh, that's why you're gonna see the Neros this week.
I think. Back. Maybe we should.
I need to sleep. What time is it now?
It's 11
Oh,
p.m.
we can sleep in.
I have 3 hours. We have 3 hours 15 until leaving.
I think we just stay up and test.
Well, you gotta upload it.
Yeah, we got to upload
You gotta do
it.
the thumbnail.
Okay, we got to say bye. Thank you
Yes,
to everyone
bye.
that's decided to stay and watch this
Very
Slightly
late.
very tap Thursday.
very organized.
Oh, yes. If you guys see other heroes, come and say hi. If you watch the podcast, we love when people appreciate it.
Shout out Mike from the. Want to get a token with me? I'll take it. Why not? That'd be funny.
Yep.
Press the button, monkey.